Wait! Yahoo! Hello everyone. Hello, happy Monday. Welcome back from the ad break. Hello. And Ghosty, no worries, no worries. Feeling a bit under the weather. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you for stopping by. I think you got your sticker. Yeah. Hello everyone. Hello, how you guys doing? Happy Monday. I just did partial vocal warm-ups today. Yeah, partial, we'll see. While I'm not feeling under the weather, I am feeling a little like bleh, like a little tired. So today's stream might be shorter. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But good time zone. Thanks for the 3-stream streak, Matthew. Let's see who we got here. Let's see who we got before we get into the swing of things. I think that was a message before I started stream, but for some reason I cannot see it. But I saw it for like a second, and then it disappeared. But let's see. Saribot, our rock is here. Taz Boreal, hello. You got your sticker. Ghosty, hello. You got your sticker. Matthew, you got your sticker. That Ibis human, hello. Welcome. Yeah, feel free to lurk. The season of everyone getting sick. I know it's about that time. Well, I think it's also like weather, because right now I know weather's been like really crazy all over the place. Los Bincos is actually not too bad. Well, it wasn't too bad this past weekend for the weekend. It actually reached 80 degrees this past weekend. But tomorrow and then the Tuesday, Wednesday. Tomorrow and the day after, and then next week it's gonna rain again. It's gonna start raining, so I gotta prep myself because I do go to the office this week, and I'm helping out at the schools. So it's actually gonna be a busy like next couple of weeks. I might be kind of tired, but I am pretty committed to the streams for this week. Next week though, I'll see, because I'm gonna be like out almost like, well, not out, but I'm gonna be either at the office or helping out at a school from like Tuesday to Friday. So I might be we'll see how much chutzpah, how much energy I have to stream, but I am hoping to stream because I've just been so excited for researching like the different decades and stuff. And next week is the 1940s, you know, the wartime. So I don't know. I'm hoping that I can stream next week, but just as a heads up, it's gonna be busy. The work week will be busy, but yeah, just a heads up with that. Let me put on my tracking. I haven't done that yet. I had a pretty good weekend. I know I didn't stream at all this past weekend, but I had a good eventful weekend. Got to spend some time with the friends. With the, I guess Matthew would say like the meat space friends, the IRL friends, you know? And it was really nice actually, so we can yap about that while we get to class. You get to class. Hello everyone, hello. Oh, how you guys doing? It's me, Babinka Bear, your local sun bear, art history teacher, and educational streamer. And we're drawing today. We're doing some more dino drawing. And today's focus is the big theropods. If you don't know what that is, it means T-Rex! T-Rex is on the scene. But of course, oh, what happened to my window? What happened to my window? I swear I just had it. Food guesser. There we go. We're gonna be doing our dailies. We're also gonna be playing some music. I was listening to Juan Carlos, the Filipino singer. But yeah, I don't know, I've just been a little low energy. I feel like it's because I had such an eventful weekend that I'm just kind of like bleh. Just kind of you know? But I'll go over my weekend right now. We'll yap for a little bit. We'll do our dailies, and then we'll get into drawing some dinosaurs. All right, because we got T-Rex on the docket today. We got T-Rex. We also got Spinosaurus and Carnotaurus. These are big meat eaters, so I'm pretty excited to draw them, to make an attempt at least at drawing them. But how you guys doing? How's the week? The work week has officially begun. We don't have a 3-day weekend yet. That's next week. But yeah, so this past weekend, I think I mentioned during my Friday stream that I went to a baby shower of a friend of me and Beans. It's like a friend that we've known since high school. And we ended up seeing a whole bunch of friends actually when we went to the baby shower. We saw a whole bunch of friends that we used to hang out with. We used to kick it with them like in our 20s. That was like our drinking group, our drinking buddies. And it was really nice to see them, but I also got like like a jump scare a bit because like there are some folks like Mr. Rage, for example. You guys might know Mr. Rage from the chat. He's occasionally here in the chat. Mr. Rage is like a close IRL friend of both me and Beans, Mega Bronson as well. But Mr. Rage like was there, and then he said something like, "Oh yeah," like he was telling the rest of our friends like, "Yeah, she streams, and I occasionally watch her." And it was like, "Oh, cool." He's just mentioning that I stream. That's cool. And then another friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, I watch you sometimes," and I'm like, "Huh?" and then like another friend was just like, "Oh yeah, that's right, I remember your streams. Yeah, I watch you too." And I was like, "Oh." But like because neither of them have ever like been in like the chat before, I was like, "You what?" You just be lurking. So it's like, at any point, at any point. Wait, let me mute for a second. Sorry, I was Beans was just plugging something in. But yeah, so it was a little bit of a jump scare. It was like oh, when I least suspect it, we might have some IRL friends here. But they didn't mean anything like Binka better not be talking smack to them. Exactly, right? Well, we were joking about it too, because like this is the friend group where like we can definitely like joke around with each other. I was like joking, I was like, yeah, next time you pop in, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this group of friends I used to hang out, bunch of alcoholics they are, bunch of drunkards, these one. You'll never believe the stories. Your cover is blown, bears scatter. No, but yeah, it wasn't like anything like that fearful. It wasn't anything like, oh gosh, I have to like delete this entire account and goodbye, Bibbing Cubs, goodbye. Wasn't anything like that. It's like goodbye. No, nothing like that. But it was just more of a surprise because I just wasn't expecting it. Cause I think once in a while I have checked like the people who are like, I don't always make a habit out of checking like who is like lurking in stream, because I think people do want to just be like not, what's it called, perceived, right? I know sometimes I'm lurking in people's streams and I prefer not to be perceived. There have been a couple times where I'm lurking and then I'll get jump scared because the streamer will be like, I guess they're checking like who's there. And they'll be like, I see you, Babinka. And I'm like, oh god. And that's kind of, I feel bad for saying this, but that's like almost a surefire way to get someone to not lurk on your stream anymore. That's almost a surefire way for me to like click off and be like, oh god. Like, oh jeez. Sorry, I perceive you sometimes. It's okay if I'm in chat, you know? Like, if I'm actively chatting, like, also, hello, folk, hello. You summon the cats. And you pet the cats. Like, for example, in, like, Sklimbo streams or, like, random streams or anything like that, that's fine because I'm in the chat, you know? I kind of want to be perceived, right? But if I'm lurking and you, like... There is a button, by the way, if you stream or whether you stream or not, there is a button to see, like, who is active in the chat. Or, sorry, who is like, in the stream, basically. I think YouTube is different because YouTube just shows the people who are chatting, but Twitch shows like who's lurking sometimes, right? So if you like click on that and you see that I'm lurking, then yeah, if like if possible, do not perceive me, do not mention my name or anything like that. I would prefer to just not be perceived, to just you know, be listening in on my second screen as I do work and such. But yeah, if you see me in chat, that's fine. Like, I feel like I've seen you a couple times on, like, Sklimbo's stream. That's totally fine. That's totally good. But yeah, if anyone ever, like, calls me, oh, you pet Mr. Pancakes. You're getting butter on your hands, though, when you do that. I hope you guys know that. By petting Mr. Pancakes, you are getting butter on your hand. But yeah, so yeah, I found out that some of my IRL friends occasionally drop by stream. That tickles me. It's not a, I said jump scare, but it's more of like, I'm kind of tickled that you guys would do such a thing. Just like when I went to a place, and oh, thank you for the pet, Tasboreal. Thank you. Just like when I went to a place at night to eat, employees recognize you by your order, so I stopped going to eat there. Yeah, once I become a regular, it's like, I kind of do that with, like, there's a place near my office that I usually go to get some brekkie before I clock into work. And, like, I do kind of have, like, a regular thing that I get from there. Actually, no, I changed it because I used to get, like, the egg salad sandwich all the time. And then I stopped because it was like, oh, this is, like, too much mayo. This is too much cholesterol. So I change it up now. I like, buy, like, a little snacky for myself. Sometimes fruit. But I no longer get my, like, regular order, right? But yeah, I try to, like, switch things up too so that people don't recognize me too much and just be like, oh, it's that bear again. That bear ordering the watermelons for, like, the 4th time this week. She's back. But otherwise, the baby shower was a lot of fun. The parents to be, which is like me and Beans' friends, like they had a whole bunch of like cute games and stuff, baby themed games. There was some fun ones, like there's like a long-term game that you just play throughout the party where it's like you can't say the word baby and you can't cross your legs because apparently like pregnant women can't cross their legs. And then the person who told us that was like the mother to be, and she was like, I could cross my legs just fine and watch. It was cute. But yeah, so like everyone had like these little blue clothespins, and if someone caught you saying the word baby or crossing your legs, then you could like take the person's clothespin. And the aim was to like have the most amount of clothespins by the end of the party. So I forgot how I lost mine like real fast. I forgot how, but I lost mine really fast. And then there were some other games too, like head, shoulders, knees and toes, where like you just, it's basically like Simon Says, where like the mama to be will say like, all right, head, and you have to touch your head, and then knees, touch your knees, toes, touch your toes, and then there's like a little baby doll on the floor, and when she says baby, you have to grab the baby. That it's a doll. You have to grab the doll before the person in front of you grabs it. And I'm happy to say that I kept getting the baby every single time. However, I forgot that I had like a compact. It's like a makeup thing. I have like a makeup compact in my bag. And I guess I left it unzipped. And when I was like rushing to grab the baby from the floor, my little compact fell out and it like broke the makeup that's like in here. You're late. No, I'm not. I started right on time. Hello, Devin. But yeah, so like my makeup thing broke, and the thing is like that makeup, I got it from Japan. I got it from Tokyo. So I was like a little heartbroken that like, oh, my makeup is gone now, but it's okay. I just ordered another one. But yeah. So that party was fine, and then another big thing that happened this weekend is that me and Beans were trying to train myself to, I don't know, I started cooking at There Was No Bear to Watch Sounds Late to Be. I always start at 6:30 PT. I always start at 6:30, not at 6:30. So now you know when local bear time is. You got your sticker. So, as you guys might know, I haven't driven in a while. I haven't driven a car in a very long time, especially as a Los Bincos local. That's almost unheard of. You kind of have to know how to drive if you live in Los Bincos. Everything is so like far away from each other. Everything's very sprawling here. But for one reason or another, I haven't driven in over a decade. I think it's only been like what, 12, 13 years or something like that. But that all changes. I must have been hungry early. So is bear local time? It's synced to your hunger cycles. Like, I'm hungry. Time to watch that purple bear again. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so everything is changing. I am starting driving lessons again. Beans took me to a parking lot, and we just practiced doing 360s. Not donuts. Not donuts. But I just kept driving around in like a loop around the parking lot, basically. That's pretty much how my Mondays go recently. Ah, okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. By the way, I opened another box. I opened another Time Stranger box. But it wasn't on stream. It was on my Discord. I'll tell you what I got. Wait, actually, maybe I should. Can I open another window? You guys won't see it. And then let me go over to my Gets Digimon Card.app. I just haven't been playing recently because I have like a lot of project stuff. But what did I get from this most recent set? BT24. And then let me look at the secret and the SRs. Okay, I got 2 Styracomons. I got an Alt Art Neptune Mon. I got 2 Aegeomons, 1 Venus Mon, a Minerva. No, 2 Minerva Mons. I got 2 Minerva Mons, Diaboromon X, Hades Mon, Titamon Skull Balukimon. I got an Inori. I got Dan and Kanan Yuki. And I got 1 Homeros. I got one Homeros. I was so excited when I got it. But yeah, I unfortunately don't have any Jupiter Mons, no Mercury Mons, no like... I'm sorry! Been practicing to start driving like Initial D. Deja vu! Exactly, that's exactly what it is. That's good from 2 boxes? Yeah, right? I thought so. I kind of wish I got a Jupiter Mon, but I feel like that might just be like a big ask, you know? That might be a big ask. But I got at least 1 Homeros. I was like so excited. Maybe I can learn the Time Stranger metas, whatever they may be. I'm kind of I'm kind of interested in Medusamon. I don't know. I have to look up how many like Medusamon like parts I have, but I was kind of interested. But then again, I don't know how good I would be with like a straight aggro. But then again, I do typically turn my brain off when Homeros is the most important. Yeah, that's what I gather too from some of the videos I've been watching. And I'm like, okay, Homeros is like a really important part because it's like either you're giving your opponent a choice, right? Either you give me more than 2 memory or you don't, and you face the consequences, right? But I still have to really learn some more of the cards other than just Homeros. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So yeah. I'm learning how to drive again. I'm learning how to drive, and I think that is going to be like a pretty major thing. It's going to be a big change in my life because I've been so dependent on the buses that I usually have to wake up like 3 hours before anything. And you know, I have to like be out and about 2 to 3 hours before I have to do anything. And now it's just like, okay, yeah, the drive might be like 45-60 minutes, maybe more, because of like Los Pincos traffic, but at least it's better than 2 to 3 hours. You know, so I don't know, it might be convenient, and that means I get to go to certain locals a little bit more often. 2 Venus, 2 Minerva. Also, that's kind of core to whatever TS you choose. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to have the 2 Minervas. I just have 1 Venus. It's just the 1 Venus. Shiopi, hello. Hello. I've just been yapping. I'm learning how to drive again. I'm talking about Digimon. Those 2 things are linked. If I get better at driving, that means I get to go to my locals a little bit more often. That means there's like less, like, I might even be able to stream and go to locals. What a concept. What a concept. It will be a short stream, but both stream, because like that's always been the big thing, is either I go to locals or I stream. And it's hard to choose between either because it's like I like both. I like doing both things. I like going to locals and I like streaming, but I gotta choose. Oh my god, this song. Turn my life around. You know, I thought this was just a Filipino song for the longest time because I've only heard it at like karaoke. But it's like, oh no, this is a Kenny Rogers song. But it's kind of like the okay, I never at any point thought that Frank Sinatra was just Filipino, but like the amount of times I've heard Frank Sinatra songs has just been at karaoke, you know? It's a staple. Through the years, you never let me down. You turned my bears around. Yeah, Filipinos like to sing My Way 100%, but it's cursed, isn't it? Isn't that the story? Mega Bronson, hello. Oh, Mega Bronson, no, I'm gonna be playing Getting Up on Thursday, and then the night after, I'm gonna be making emotes. So send me your request, your ref sheet, your remember like on one of your streams you did like a like, is it My Way or a different Sinatra song? It is one of the songs, right? I know that Filipinos do love singing My Way. Which one is like the cursed song? The one that if you sing it, you'll like die? You have it saved? Yeah, send it to me. I'll be making some emotes on Friday. Okay, now I'm curious. What's the cursed Sinatra song? You die only if you sing it bad? I think that's the story, right? Like the guy sang it really bad. And like he got killed for it. Okay, I shouldn't be laughing because that's like an actual murder that happened, right? Cursed Sinatra song. I'm pretty sure it is My Way. It's My Way. There's literally a Wikipedia article for it. It's called the My Way Killings. Yeah, if you sing it bad. So I'm just not gonna sing it. Instead, I'm gonna sing Through the Years. Wait, what's even the lyrics for this one? This coming Saturday is going to be a good day to ease into locals if you want it. A bunch of people are going to Fest in Vegas, so we're going to be light on people. Oh! Okay, that's like a solid maybe. Because I was planning on streaming this Saturday, but we'll see, because I remember even when I was planning this week's streams, I was like, I don't know what to do on Saturday. Like, part of me wants to like not stream on Saturday because like I just had no ideas, and I have like a lot of ideas for the week after. So maybe I'll just cancel Saturday. I don't know. Stay tuned, everyone. Stay tuned. But I might cancel Saturday so I could go to locals. But also I need to practice driving. I need to practice driving too. So that might be a good plan of attack. Me and Beans might wake up early, practice driving, and then maybe from there, if I'm confident enough, I'll drive myself to locals. That's an idea. That's right. I forgot that the stuff is a practice driving to local. There you go. There you go. I'll be doing 360s in the parking lot. Can you imagine the people that own like the card shop are like, can I get the owners of every single car in the lot? There appears to be a purple bear, and she has crashed into every single one of your cars. She is very apologetic, and she is ready for a beating. She is vehemently apologizing. But yeah, okay, that's a solid maybe. That's a solid maybe, because the only stream that I have planned for Saturday is hieroglyph, ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, which I've done before. They're always a lot of fun, but that is one that I could skip out on. It's not like my like decade studies where I'm like excited and I'm like prepared to do that. You know, it's not that I'm not excited for hieroglyphs, but it's like I've done it before. So it is a solid maybe. It's like a 70-30 chance that I'm just gonna cancel stream and go to locals. Bibinka dogeza. I'm doing the oars, you know. I'm doing the like, I'm genuflecting. I'm just like, please. I'm sorry. I'm just a dumb bear. I don't know how to drive. All right, let's do our dailies, shall we? Let's do our dailies. I want to guess some food, and I want to guess some time. And then I found out that there's, oh yeah, I made an account, by the way. I made an account for a time guesser so I could like record my scores and stuff instead of just posting it on the Discord. But okay, so here's another thing. If I cancel stream on Saturday, I'm probably gonna make up for it by doing some Discord only stuff. I've been liking the idea of doing like Discord only study sessions, and I have a lot to study for next week because we're doing the 1940s, and I decided that like I might need to break up my like studying into like different days. So I need a day for just like fashion, a day for just like art movements, a day for just like car design. So we'll see, but you know, we might be -1 stream this week, but we might be +1 stream next week. That'll be my my way of making up for things. But let's do our dailies. Let's actually start with Food Guesser first, and I'm gonna open up some maps. There we go. Food Guesser while we listen to Juan Carlos. Ooh, this looks yummy. Flour, yeast, water, salt, sugar, butter, milk, eggs. This looks so that's like a cake. Oh, with bacon in it. Okay. Onion, herbs, garlic. So is this like a savory cake? Traditional bread baked in oh, it's bread. Okay. All my friends are bread. Take me to the bread. There was a time where I was like into what is it? What's that one song? The EXO something EXO Tour Life? The Lil Uzi Vert. I don't listen to any other Lil Uzi Vert songs, but when did this like album come out? 2017. I think I was like fresh out of like my master's degree after that, but I heard the song because that's when I like just got into teaching. Actually, I've been teaching since 2015, but I got like really into teaching around like 2017-ish, and like some of my students were like showing me the song, and at first I was like, what is this? But after a while I was like, okay, I kind of F's with this. I see it, I see the vision, but then I never listen. And it's funny because like my little brother is super into, or I don't know if he still is, but he was into like Lil Uzi Vert. I told him, I was like, oh, I like EXO Tour Life, and he's like, really? Can I talk to you? Can I give you some records to listen to? And I'm sad to say that like I didn't get into any other song other than this one. All my friends are bread. Take me to the bread. Wait, is this the song? Let me give it a listen, and then we'll continue guessing. Is this a song? Yeah, it is. You cry. I am into rap, but I'm not usually into this subgenre of rap. Die. All my friends are bread. But it just like, it was just so popular in 2017 that I was like, how could I not get into it, you know? The music video was also something. I don't know, it has a very like avant-garde like feel to it, right? Alright, let's listen to that. Let's guess what this is. This looks yummy. This is bread. Cast iron pot over coals. Often during gatherings, the dough is typically made from all those. The dish is perfect for accompanying stews or barbecues and is best enjoyed warm. Stews and barbecues. Well, that could be any culture. Like, that could really be any culture, right? This is kind of hard. Let's try Eastern Europe first. Oh, ice cold. Okay. Never lie. Okay, so not Eastern Europe. Let's do Africa. Let's do South Africa. Oh! Okay. Okay, pot brewed. That was a wild guess. That was like the wildest of guesses. This bread typically made of bread ingredients enjoyed as a side to bread foods. Exactly, that's why I'm like, this could really be anything. The only thing that was like out of the ordinary was like, oh, there's bacon in the bread? Bacon and onion in the bread? I was thinking it's very cornbread like. Yeah, but then it would like definitely make more of a big deal. I would like emphasize the corn a little bit more. Cause yeah, this does seem like cornbread, which I've been craving cornbread. You know what my friend made? I have a friend who during Thanksgiving or I think it was like the Christmas season, she made bebinka cornbread. It was really good. It was very dense, but I liked it. It's not me baked into the cornbread, but it's like, you know, the dessert. It was bebinka cornbread. It was good. She likes making like these like Phil Lamb fusion desserts, so she also made like an ube pie That she's like known for like making the ube pie. It's usually really good. Okay, what is this? Beef, tomato sauce, olive oil, garlic, oregano, capers, salt, black pepper, white wine, chili pepper, and parsley. This seems kind of Italian, right? Okay, I don't I don't know any other songs by Lil Uzi Vert, so. But if we are in a rap mood, well, I've just been listening to Kendrick a lot more. We could listen to the Super Bowl. By the way, did you guys catch Bad Bunny Super Bowl? I didn't understand. I don't usually listen to Bad Bunny, but like I love the shows, like the halftime shows a lot. And also it was just a really good message, right? And then Lady Gaga was there as well. But it was great. Like the aesthetics did you know that the plants were people? Do you guys know that? And it just had like this this very joyful aesthetic that I liked a lot. But speaking of Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar. Let's do 2025. That one's always fun. Is it this one? It's this one. There's a barbecue place that does that, but I think nothing there is vegan. Ah, Pack School, hello, hello. And then Lady Gaga was there as well. Sounds like the tagline of a horror movie. No, the Super Bowl halftime show was really nice. It was really nice. Though doesn't she play like a role in American Horror Story? Right? Salutations. Okay, this sounds Italian. Let's try Italy first. Oh, okay. First try, first guess, I guess. I forgot about the superb owl. Oh, hello, Idol. Hello, hello. Now, I knew because I was hanging out with my IRL friends both Saturday and Sunday, and they were talking about it. They're not even that big into sports. Well, one of them is, but like the other friend is like not that big into sports. But even he was talking about it, so it was like, oh yeah, that is happening. Acai berries, granola, banana slices, guarana syrup. Oh, this is Brazilian, isn't it? Brazil. There is an acai place in the part of Los Pincos that I live at. It's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's Brazilian, right? Vai Brazil. Nice. Acai Natiela. Nice. We are a gastronomical genius. But the wrong guy. Every squabble. That's not Brazilian. I can get that at Jamba Juice. I am kind of a sucker for Jamba Juice though. But there is a place, I won't say the name of it, but like, cause I don't know like if it's just like a local chain or a worldwide chain or like a national chain or what. But there is a place in this part of Los Pincos that like has the traditional, quote unquote, traditional acai bowls. I thought it was a healthy food for the longest time. This is gonna sound so dumb, but I assumed that acai was like a healthy food, right? Because it's like, oh, it's granola and fruits and a nice little icy treat, right? Like, isn't that all healthy and stuff? And then when I went to the dietitian, they're like, oh yeah, if you like acai, you can have it, you know, once a week as a treat. It's like similar to having like a little piece of chocolate as a treat. And I'm like, oh, it's not a healthy food? Like, I thought it was a healthy food. I thought my friend works at one, but she's intimidating, so I don't go much anymore. Oh no. I also thought it was healthy. Yeah, like, I don't know. Can someone like report in the chat and be like, actually acai is healthy, and just put my mind at ease? Because I totally thought that it was, you go there and you demand that acai. Right? Like, isn't acai just like fruits and stuff? But it's like an icy treat. And then you just add more fruits. Like, I like to add strawberry, banana, and granola to mine. It's just like a nice little like icy granola bar. If this were... Oh no, it's a different song. When... Yeah. I remember syrup sandwiches and syrup sandwiches. Syrup sandwiches. Syrup sandwiches. Syrup sandwiches. Okay, I recognize this type of car. This might be anywhere from the 1910s to like the early 1930s. More likely, I want to say this is like 1920s, I want to say. I don't even want acai, I want razzmatazz. I want some dazzle. I need me some razzle dazzle. Wait, what is the context of what's happening here? This is like a 1920s-ish kind of car. Viral. NBC Studios, the Rainbow Room. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Is this like what is the context for like the giant car here? Is it like a film, methinks? Oh, razzmatazz is a yummy drink at Jamba. I thought you were just like inserting some whimsy. Like, I was like, I also would like some razzmatazz in my life. I would also love a little bit of razzle dazzle, you know, in my life. A little bit more of that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of whimsy, I had to pick up some products. Now I'll just say we have to normalize talking about it. I had to pick up some panty liners from the local drugstore. And since I was there already, I was like, you know what I should get? Some Valentine's Day cards. I should, you know, like the elementary school, like the little, like, you know, half a sheet of paper. Well, this is more like a quarter sheet of paper, but it has like little designs like Scooby-Doo and stuff. And they have these little like puns, you know, little like, I find you appealing, like, you know, the jokes like that. I decided to buy some so that I could like give it to my coworkers. Because I'll be at the office like this week and I'll be at a school this week. And I was like, I should give them a little bit of, you know, some childhood whimsy. Maybe a little treat, you know. Local bear breaks into drugstore. Leaves with only panty liners and a bunch of Valentine's Day cards. I thought you were joking. No, I didn't know that razzmatazz was a Jamba Juice drink. I always got the, what did I used to get? I used to get like the like orange sorbet, like the creamsicle. Is that what it's called? Right? And then there's like a secret menu thing called like the gummy bear, but I only ordered it once and I thought it was just okay. I like the orange thing more. Though I'm pretty sure that's like really high in sugar, isn't it? Most things that I like are pretty high in sugar. Those are also crayon colors? Oh, are they? Oh man. Razzmatazz. But yeah, so I got some, I wanted to insert a little bit more whimsy into my life, so I bought some Valentine's Day cards to get to my coworkers. And trust me, I'm not gonna be that person in the office that like is the only person celebrating Valentine's Day, because the like main head honcho of my department where I work, like her favorite holiday, like it's kind of like how Filipinos usually like Christmas. My like boss's boss loves Valentine's Day. Like come late January, the office is like decked out with like hearts and pink stuff. I think it's fine. I like it. I think it's adorable. I don't know how the other coworkers feel about it. I can imagine a lot of people being like, "Oh, brother," but I think it's nice. I think it's adorable. You know. So at the very least, I'm not gonna be the most cringe person in that office. Everything at Jamba is high in sugar. Dang, maybe that's why I liked it so much. I used to go there all the time when I was in college. That was like, you know, when you're in the middle of a breakdown and you need like a sweet treat, you go to the Jamba Juice. Okay, I feel like this is New York, right? Look at the buildings. No, wait, is that Hollywood? I kind of recognize that building. We're mine. They drop it like it's hot. I like this song, but my voice, like, it's like either way too low or it's way too high for this song. Oh, Orlando, hello. Jamba flavors or Crayola colors. Outrageous orange, laser lemon, jungle green, wild watermelon, midnight blue, atomic tangerine, radical red, sky blue, shamrock 2, gold so true it glows, razzmatazz, purple pizzazz, razzle dazzle rose. Dang, Seishun was right. Like, this is all like, it could either be Crayola colors or Jamba Juice flavors. Also, hello, Orlando. Also, I read your message, Seishun, but I don't know if I said hello. 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 If this world were mine. I kind of recognize like the top of this building, but that could still be New York. But if it's NBC Studios, I want to say like Hollywood, right? But do they also like, I don't know, that's kind of dumb. Do they also have like a New York brand? Did it start out in New York and they moved to Hollywood? Hollywood is like somewhere here. One of my bus stops used to be like right at Hollywood and Highland, and I hate it. Like that Hollywood and Highland, if you guys ever have like plans to go to Los Brincos, do not go to Berrywood and Vineland, or sorry, Hollywood and Highland. Berrywood and Highland, we'll call it that. Don't go there. It's like a massive tourist trap. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That intersection is like the bane of my existence. Could be NBC affiliates in major cities. It is. Hello, Battlecrackers. Hello. Looks like they're filming something. Yeah, so it feels Hollywood, right? Hanel, hello, hello. Let's say Hollywood, because I think there's like the top of that building. I feel like I know where that is. It's like here, right? Like the Methodist church. So maybe if that's like a couple blocks away. But I don't remember there being an NBC like studios. Is it? Wait, Jimmy Kimmel Live Outdoor. Let's put it here. And then like I said, that car. Well, the thing is, the car is 1920s, like 1910s, 1920s. I want to say 1920s, but the thing is that doesn't necessarily mean that that's when this was filmed, or rather that's when this picture happened. It could be like a period piece. Like if they're filming something, the film is from the 1920s, but the picture might be from later, right? Let's see. Let's look at everyone's fashion here. This feels like 50s, 60s, right? I do my best never to go to Hollywood. I can't. Yeah. Oh, dude, I just really like don't like Hollywood and Highland. I actually even like I actually actively avoid that bus stop when I can. I take like an alternate route. Even if it's longer, I will take an alternate route so I don't have to like go through Hollywood and Highland. The steeple's pretty distinct. Yeah, right? Like I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't know for sure if it's like the Methodist church. It's a cultural divide. Let me get on the floor. I hate you like I'm young. Trick question, they're actually lyrics to Ode to Crayola. Oh. Little sister from him. And party at the party playing with his nose now. Mbaka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified ah! Let's say, this is hard. Like I said, the car is very 1920s. What if we just say 1920s? What if we say 1925? No! We were bamboozled. A Mercedes-Benz, formerly owned by Hitler and purchased in Sweden by a man from Chicago, being raised by a crane, placed in the Museum of Science and Industry at the RCA building at Rockefeller Center, New York. I see. Naruhodo. Here I thought it was like Hollywood, right? Mustard! Texas Sunburn, hello. Hello, we have failed this one, but there's always other rounds. Okay, where is this? We got some East Asian writing. This is not Japanese because I'm not seeing any katakana, hiragana. This looks like it could be Chinese, but it could be Cantonese. It could be Mandarin. Zurich Watch Shop, tax-free. Tax-free makes me think that this is like a tourist destination. So probably something like Beijing or Hong Kong or Taiwan, you know? Because there's also all of these like English signs as well. Angel Realty. What does this say? Curry House. Ooh, curry sounds good. Banana Leaf Curry House. Superstar Seafood Restaurant. Metropolitan. Mustard. Looks like Hong Kong. Trick, it's Chinatown. It could be. It really could be. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Oregon Exchange. Polaroid. If this world were mine. Tax-free. Yeah, like the fact that this is tax-free makes me think this is like a tourist destination. Because I feel like I see that a lot in like Tokyo. Right? Mustard on the beat. Mustard on the beat. Calling Emberlands. Let's say Hong Kong. The only thing is, Hong Kong, yeah, it's right here. Let's say that. Time period. Maybe 90s? The film grain makes me think like 90s, 80s. The outfits also make... Actually, like this looks 90s, but that could also just be like the dad fit, right? Feels very 80s. It's actually Portland, Oregon, Chinatown. It could be any Chinatown. It could be like Manila, Chinatown. It could be LA, Los Bincos, Chinatown. Party at the party plant. But the guy's hair seems very like contemporary, right? They all look like dad fits, yeah. Actually, the hair makes me think... I don't know. Hair makes me think 80s, 90s as well. I'm not sure. No one has like a phone or anything, right? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I don't know, actually. The hair feels like it could be 90s, 2000s, right? Because if it was 80s, I feel like everyone would have a little bit bigger hair, right? Like a little bit more volume to their hair. The bangs on this person does make me think kind of like early 90s, 80s, but I don't know. This kind of feels like 90s, 2000s. Hard to read 1996. Let's try 96. Hong Kong 96. Okay. 1999. Let's go. Oh, it's Kowloon during the late 90s. Okay. Nice, nice. Good job. Good job, you guys. Let's see. Where are we? I'm seeing predominantly white folks. What does it say? Gore class. Rakt. Hier wird recht ver. Rakt? This seems like a Germanic language, right? Can the Pope? I'm Dr. Dope. Okay, that looks like English. But this is graffiti, so like... we need some like official signage. Oh, look at the car. The side of that car. That feel like it's very angular. I haven't studied cars of like the 80s, 90s yet, but that feels very like 80s, right? Let's say 80s. Country though. It does feel Germanic. What does this say? Like this sign over here. I need some signs that aren't like graffiti. Peria? I'm not sure. Like, there's something about the hair that makes me think that it's like, you know, if it's like big hair, it's like 70s, 80s. If it's like a little like less hair, or it's like not as much volume, then I would say like 90s, 2000s. This might be getting, yeah, this might be like 80s, but like after 85. I just can't narrow down like the location. I am seeing some like German. Or what I assume to be like a Germanic language. So let's just say Berlin. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Ah, dang it. It's Amsterdam. It's Amsterdam. A crowd of people, including a police officer, gathered outside the Palace of Justice to hear a court ruling on the eviction of several squatted buildings. Ah, okay. It was the 80s, though. It was the 80s. Okay, what's this? Oviho. Braterski pozdrowienia Walsasej. This seems Polish. You were gonna say Belgium? Yeah, might be. I feel like a lot of these photos, they tend to be the Nordic countries or Amsterdam, sometimes Berlin. This feels Polish, right? This feels very Polish, like the way that the letters are written. Let's say Warsaw. Question is when? Wait, what song is this? What is this? Oh, it's a whole bunch of different artists. Well, let's actually, I'm feeling like, I know we listened to Tyler pretty recently, but I'm always in the mood for Chromacopia. Chromacopia. Okay, let's see the fashion. We are seeing some ladies with a little bit longer dresses. Dresses still are a little bit over the knee. Those glasses feel kind of 60s, 70s, right? The bus has the vibe of a 60s VW. Okay, let's narrow it down to like 60s, 70s. Suit wise, it looks a little bit looser, right? Macopia, chromacopia. If it feels 60s, that means it's probably after 65. Because if it's from 60 or 6 to 64, it actually like is a little bit closer to like what the 50s would have looked like. I am still kind of getting 50s vibes as well. So let's say 65. Let's say Warsaw. Warsaw, 65. Oh, 52. It's 52. Like that? You haven't heard of like that? I haven't. I'm sorry. I haven't heard it. I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake fan. It is Warsaw though. It is Warsaw. We have one more round. Should I give it a listen after this? Is that an elephant? Oh, Thai flag. There's a Thai flag over here. Did you hear that fire? Helping Hand for Haiti? Okay. Helping Hands for Haiti from Khao Road? Buddy group. If there's an elephant and there's the Thai flag in the background, I am like led to believe that this is Thailand. That this is maybe Bangkok. But it's also mentioning Haiti, but this could also just be like, oh here, Thai elephants help Haiti, right? And if it's for Haiti, then that would have been, they had a crisis in like, what, 2010s? Yeah, on the bag as well. It's a song that kickstarted the entire... Really? I gotta give it a listen to then. Wait, really? I'm trying to remember like on both sides what started the feud, right? Because I know that Kendrick dropped that one that was like, addressed to each of Drake's family members and stuff, and it was like, ooh, oh dang. Let's okay, let's say Bangkok. Let's say Bangkok. I forgot what was the year of like there was a crisis in Haiti. Ooh. It was J. Cole first person shooter that goes into like that Kendrick was a secret guest. Oh, okay. What was the one that I'm talking about where it was like addressed to, it was like already like in the midst of the beef with Drake, and it was like addressed to like the secret child. It was addressed to like Drake's parents, and it's like meeting the what's his like actual real like last name? Like meeting the Robinsons or something? I can't believe I'm forgetting like when the thing with Haiti like happened. Meet the Grahams. It was Meet the Grahams. Yeah. Have you guys listened to that one? That one's like crazy. All right. 7 years off. It's 2010. The earthquake. The 2010 earthquake. I see. So it is Bangkok though. All right. Let's see what our score is. It's a crazy song. It's like insane. Okay, so we didn't do too bad. And look, we have a break. Now that I have like an account here, we have a breakdown button. Let me share results first. Breakdown. And we get to see like how close or far we were. See, this one. This one we got pretty close. We can see like which out of the 5 we got like really close and which one we just like completely bombed. So I think that's pretty neat. Share my results. Wow! Alright, cool. I'm just gonna keep getting better, I tell you. I just want to keep getting better at Time Guesser. Especially with all the research I'm doing. You like how I was able to kind of clock like the like historical cars too? Even though we did like do horribly on that one. But it's okay. It's okay, because we have an ad break coming up, and then I'm going to be drawing some dinosaurs. I'm excited because I'm going to be drawing a T-Rex! Look what I have so far. Okay, I didn't draw this obviously, but look, it's you guys on top of a T-Rex snoot. A little snoot. You like that? Alright, in the meantime, before the ad break, let me see if we can listen to Meet the Grahams. That one was like... That one was personal. That's like the height. Well, right before Not Like Us, it was like the height of like the beef, right? Meet the Grahams. And how about this? I'll put you guys in the cub corner early. You can still listen to it. But we're probably gonna have an ad break soon. Dear Adonis, yeah, that one was wild. Also, like, just the music of it, like the backing track or whatever you call it. I don't know music, like, terminology. It's just so, like, scary. Like, it's so menacing, you know? But alright, I'm gonna take an early ad break. Yeah, I'm gonna take an early ad break so I can use the bathroom, get some water. So you guys might not actually get an ad break until like maybe like a minute from now or so. But I'll be back. I'll be back soon and then we're gonna draw some dinosaurs and we'll go from there, alright? I'm back, I'm back. Wait, my tracking. I'm telepathic for a couple seconds. I'm back, I'm back. Sorry, it took me a while because Schnackery couldn't decide if he wanted to come into the room or not. He was just kind of like sitting at the door and I was like, come on, come on! Either you're in or you're out! Her bear eyes are so communicative. Steals your bear shoes and runs. No! The angel emo turtle. Also, hello. Hello. How you been? No, my shoes. I need those. This is a long life battle with yourself. Man. Actually, one of my favorite albums, if we want to listen, because I've been listening to GNX a lot lately, but if we want to listen to something else, we could listen to Pimp or Butterfly. Alright, I did say that I would, oh wait, before we play some music, I did say that I would sing happy birthday to Cosmic Idol. Is it your birthday today? Is it today? Oh man, happy birthday. Okay. Oh, Schnackery also wants to sing. Schnackery, we're gonna sing together. Wait, should we get like a backing track? Does Spotify have like a backing track? Happy birthday, Mr. President. There's a classic version. Wait, there's a Peppa Pig happy birthday. Do we want the Peppa Pig or do we want the classic? Well, we'll do classic. And then if we want to do it again with Peppa Pig, we'll do it with Peppa Pig. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cosmic Idol. Happy birthday to you. This is too fast. Should we do Maligayang Bati, the Filipino version that I only learned from Barney? Maligayang Bati, maligayang bati, maligayang si Cosmic Idol. Maligayang Bati. How old are you? Oh, you don't have to answer that question. I just know that my dad always has that like version. Wait, how does the Peppa Pig version sound? Okay. Oh no, this is a whole like 9-minute like episode. It's a whole 9-minute episode. Okay, we'll just do it a cappella. We'll do it one more time a cappella. All right, ready? Ready, class? Oh, can we actually turn down the... Oh, no, I can't turn down the lights in this room. Can I do it in this room, though? There you go. Ah, but then it's too dark, right? It's too dark. Wait, I got something. Look. We have a surprise party. The cats are on top of the pizza. Okay, ready, class? Ready? Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Cosmic Idol. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Eevee! Wahoo! You're gonna have to get... There you go. Dakune, start running your way. Bakune, hearts racing with you. Emotions all brand new. Jump through the gate. There we go. Cat-like behavior. Alright guys, if you guys... First of all, happy birthday, Cosmic Idol. But also, if you guys want pizza, you're gonna have to move the cats. I'm not gonna move the cats. You guys are gonna have to move the cats. So I'm not doing it. I've had enough scratches and bites from them. So, you know, it is cat-like behavior. Battlecrackers is right. It is cat-like behavior. They like warm things. I was actually folding the laundry earlier today and I couldn't because they were sitting on top of the laundry. The clothes are still in the background, not folded. Mosh pit winner gets the cold pizza. I just love sulfuric acid. Wait, did it not play? Oh no, did SAMMI... Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Whenever SAMMI updates, it changes like the source. So I have to actually like reset that. Give me a second. Cause I just love sulfuric acid. There you go. You know what? I have to change it to window title must match to window title, you know, can kind of match. Alright, let's play that again. Let's where is it? Where is it? Where's the sulfuric acid? Run it. I just love sulfuric acid. There you go. Pizza or keeping my face? Choices, choices. Right? It is a hard choice. Because you never know. Alright, let's play some Kendrick. Let's play some To Pimp a Butterfly. Oh, Schnackery. What's a- oh. You know how I said that I was late in coming back because Schnackery couldn't decide whether he wanted to be in or out of the room? Well, he wants out, so I'll be back. Let's listen to some Pimp a Butterfly. Okay, we're back. We are back. Schnackery has left the premises, unfortunately. And as you can see, I made a little message so I don't forget to sing happy birthday. So there we go. Okay, let's see. Cold pizza, actually the cars are keeping it warm. This is true. This is true. A classic. Okay, so let's take out this T-Rex. Let's draw another T-Rex. Let me lower the volume a little bit. I just like the vibe of To Pimp a Butterfly a lot. Okay, let's draw some T-Rexes, shall we? A T-Rex. We're gonna do it really close. We're gonna do our shrink wrap version of T-Rex first, and then we're gonna add a little bit of flesh to him. I thought the message was a threat to the class. I was completely on board though. No. But yeah, if you don't mind me asking, how you celebrating your birthday, idol? I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're having a good birthday. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but there's like a whole debate in the paleo, or I guess I don't know if it's been resolved. There was a debate on whether or not T-Rex had lips. Whether or not like there's like a little bit of flesh to cover the teeth. So it wouldn't be like a crocodile. Relaxing? Nice. So the T-Rex wouldn't be like just showing its teeth off kind of like an alligator or a crocodile. It would be hiding it, kind of like how we hide our teeth. Or at least that's how I do it. I don't know about you humans. Actually, it's a little too close. Yeah, the lips, right? The lips. I'm just like tracing over the skeleton. This is like the shrimp, the shrink wrapping strat. And then we'll add a little bit more fat to it. One tricky thing is the chest is pretty big, and like the angles make it a little hard to tell like where the arms start and stuff. Here's the shoulder blade, so the arms would come out like this. And then, let's see, we have the legs, the chicken legs. Because remember, the closest relative to the chicken, the closest relative to the T-Rex is a chicken. So be careful the next time you mess with that chicken. Totally not something that I do all the time. Alright, I think that's our trace. Oh my gosh. Oh, poor thing. He looks emaciated. Poor guy. Okay, let's put some eyes here. Alright, let's add some fat to him. Poor guy. Let's add some fat to him. I want to say that oh, you know what? We also have a reference. That's right. I want to show you guys this cool reference. Alright, give me a second. Let me just make sure that my screen doesn't accidentally show too much information. Look, it's a 3D model. You can rotate the T-Rex. And this is actually a very specific model. It's based off of the model from this show called Prehistoric Planet. And so far it's one of the like shows that tries to depict a like paleo accurate they try to depict dinosaurs as paleo accurately as possible. And I love it because look how chunky this guy is. Look how chunky the T-Rex is. He's fat and I love it. Look at that. The T-Rex. Of course they have lips. How is Daddy Rex supposed to kiss Mommy Rex? Exactly. The T stands for thick. Exactly, the thick Rex. Also, Gojikins, hello. Oh god, I remember one of my final projects being to model a T-Rex from Revs. Oh my gosh. Wait, so then like you would be like an expert at this then, right? Because like that's one thing is like just like putting the fat on this big old dino. I like this song when it gets into like the like poetry breakdown, like Kendrick's part. It's so funny. You off. Oh, you know what? Here, let me do this. Let me get a screenshot actually. All right, let me take a screenshot. Baby. Very slam poetry, right? Ain't free. I'm just inserting a reference right now. There you go. We have a reference now. I've rescinded my opinion about my favorite Paleozoic creature. It is actually now Anomalocaris. Yeah, the shrimp, right? Or like I think its name literally means strange shrimp. I love it. It's the one that kind of looks like this, right? It's got the big eyes, the like hooked mouth, and then like he's got all these legs, right? This is me drawing a Malacaris from memory. Right? Like, it's kind of something like that. It kind of looks like Zoidberg. Right? It's I love it. It was during my rarely sleep accidentally finishing a 4-year program in 2 years situation. Oh gosh. Oh man, I'm glad you got through it though. I'm glad. King Kunta. Kunta. Alright, let's compare and contrast what we got here. So, it looks like there's some ridges. First of all, let's like add a little bit more flesh to the like muzzle part. And then there's like ridges over its eyes. Also, if you notice my brush, it's actually mixing together 2 colors. I might want to do this instead. Let's do like a blue and purple situation. Oh, and one thing that I always forget too is that there's usually this like flap of skin, like where the top and bottom of the jaw meet. So we need to incorporate that too, like here. Oh, Laker colors. Got the whole world. King Kunta. Kunta. Dinomyscus is a close second. I still gotta look up Dinomyscus. Dionorg, hello. We're drawing some dinosaurs. What's the yams? Richard Pryor. Got a tongue here. And the little teeth. Now run the game. Got a whole world talking King Kunta. Kunta. Alright, so we got more skin on the head here. We can add some wrinkles too. The big thing is the ridges. We also got some ridges here. Let's do this. There's like ridges? Ridge Racer. It almost looks like eyebrows, so We just have to kind of familiarize ourselves with the idea of drawing like big eyebrows. Oh, oops, I accidentally drew on top of the reference. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? You know what? Let's erase this part so we can make those like ridges a little bit bigger. And then the other ridge kind of goes like this. Got the whole world King Kunta. And then this actually comes up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. What's the yams? Yeah, we could add a little bit of like wrinkles, like I said, to the neck. Just a little bit more flesh in general. Like we want to remember that the flesh was like lying on top of the bones. But there's also like a layer of muscle and fat over it as well. So if anything, I should be exaggerating some of these features a little bit more. Lips and eyebrows, the T-Rex was fabulous. Definitely. And also like with the claws and the nails too. Oh, this whole like section of neck needs some fat on it as well. So we have a big jaw. Actually, that jaw can even be a little bit bigger, like this. There we go. A big old chest. Actually, no. Look at the... Okay. Oh, the neck starts, like, not even at this part of the jaw. It starts, like, way... Like, almost into the middle of the jaw. Like, here. There we go. Because just because the neck bone starts here doesn't mean that the jaw or sorry, the neck like muscles start there. They could start all the way back here. You got some wrinkles. Got a big old hump too. You gotta remember these dinosaurs were beefy, you know? The little like stick, the little stick arms. There we go. By the way, there's plenty of dinosaurs that are related to the T-Rex, but one way that you can definitely tell like whether a dinosaur is a T-Rex or just one that's related to it is the number of arms. T-Rex usually has 2 arms like this. Or sorry, not arms. Fingers. It's only 2 fingers. There's also a couple dinosaurs that just have 1 finger. But other like relatives of the T-Rex will have like a 3... Like, you know, 3 fingies like this. But T-Rex usually just has... It looks like pincers, you know? And then there's also one where it's just like... One fingy. Too late! T-Rex is the only one to have 2 arms! Oh no! Everything else has more. We've made octopuses out of the rest of the prehistoric life. Poor guys could barely fing. It's true. Kid named Finger. I was gonna be really concerned if a dinosaur has more than 2 arms. Well, we could look to our buddy Anomalocaris. I forgot how derpy I made him. I thought the recess break felt long, and then I looked at my... Oh, your Twitch crashed! Oh no! Dang. Twitch be like that sometimes. Alright, let's add some more belly. Because if there's one thing I also want to learn in general with my art, it's exaggeration. There we go. Big old belly. Wait, who's on this track? Is this... Why does this sound like Snoop Dogg? Is Snoop Dogg on this song? Oh, I think he is. You know what? I made him too round, but he is that fat, but there's a little bit more angles to him. Like look at this. It comes up like that. It's not just a circle. But who knows? Maybe it is best that he be round and happy, you know? god, I made him so chunky. I made him so chunky. Well, that's what we want, though. That's what we want. And by the way, there is no direct proof at the moment. At the moment, there's no actual direct proof that Tyrannosaurus had feathers. At the very least, Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, there is a relative to Tyrannosaurus Rex called Eutyrannus, and that one is confirmed to have feathers. One must imagine the T-Rex round and happy. True. Waiter, my T-Rex is too round and my lobster is too buttery. Look how chunky he is. He's so cute. They need to be this chunky. Call up Steven Spielberg. Have him remake Jurassic Park and Lost World. Make sure that the T-Rexes are nice and chunky and the lobsters are buttery. He needs to know. Oh, they got oh my god, look. Look at the muscles. Look at the back leg muscles. They got the gams. The T-Rex got the gams. Round and buoyant. Exactly. Exactly. T-Rex inflation wasn't what I had. No, it's not inflation. It's not inflation. They were really this chunky. At least from what we know so far. I'm calling him right now. He says, "Who is this? How do you keep getting my number?" My T-Rex too round, my Anomalocaris too buttery. Yes, there we go. We need a little bit of butter. There we go. Can you imagine how that would have tasted, actually? If Anomalocaris was still alive and you could just, like, put a little bit of butter on him. Wouldn't that be delicious? Okay, let's make sure that T-Rex has some gams. Am I using that word right? Gams? And then we do have a heel. If these walls could talk. I learned about Eutyrannus and... What? What do you mean you learned about Eutyrannus in sex ed? Yeah, we hate Hollywood standards. We want chonky. It's true. Looks more like your first creature in Spore. More or less. Good evening, church. Everyone get up, get on the floor. Everyone do the dinosaur. I remember that. He needs a more big old drumstick to hold up that robust form. It's true. He does need like a drumstick. Let me make sure that... Let me look at the like leg again because it feels like... This is the heel. Right? This is the heel. I made the claw a little too long. So if that's the heel. I'm looking at how it's drawn here. That's the heel. It goes down. You have the little toesies here. And then a curve. Dinosaur. Thank you for the big emote, Matthew. That's a big rotisserie chicken. You know the Eutyrannus, it's what the women go- Oh. Oh, you. No more emotes. No, I'm just kidding. He's turning heel. He's just like John Cena. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, there's one toe and then there's... Oh, okay, the toe goes a little bit more like that. Well, look at the neck. And then another toe going kind of like this. And then this just curves like that. We got this part. Okay, we just need the gams, right? We just need like the muscle on the leg. So it kind of goes like this. And then curve. Yeah, they need to be beefy. The legs need to be beefy. Everything about these dinosaurs needs to be like, you know, a little bit more fat, a little chonkier. They can't be shrink wrapped. There we go. Fatherless biped. A giant flightless bird. Ah, man. We could put some feathers on him. This isn't Tyrannus, but we could put some feathers on him. Some cheeky feathers. Right? We could just give him a little, like, fluff, you know? What if he had a mane? We don't know for sure. What if he had a feathery little mane, you know? Oh my god, for any folks who are into, like, fighting games, did you guys see the new, like, character reveals? I was pretty hyped, but then I was also like, why don't they bring back... what's the name of the Velociraptor? Is it Alex? Bring back Alex the Velociraptor, but give him feathers, right? His time is up. Our time is now. We can't see him. Our time is now. I think paleontologists have proven that the T-Rex was also often seen sporting a small bowler hat. Okay. I believe it. I don't know how to draw bowler hats. Is it like this? It's like this, right? Wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, Matthew, thank you for the 27 months. Thank you, thank you. Especially to the T-Rex in the bowler hat. You'll love to see it. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys have heard of any other, like, recent paleontological finds about the T-Rex that I could add to this little, like, you know, artwork that I have here, you let me know. I want to make sure I'm as paleologically accurate as possible. There we go. See, who knows? He might have had a little, like, feathery mane. He might have had a jaunty little hat. You never know. Oh, we need to finish that back leg, though. Back leg needs to be a little puffier. You know what I find fascinating? Look, the little, like, back finger. Their little claw in the back. Flightless, this is MF fly as hell. What if he had a big mohawk and big disco glasses? You know, I might have heard about I might have actually heard a research paper about that. I can't add the mohawk underneath the hat, unfortunately. But the glasses, I think that might be something that we can add. Oh, this looks more like nerd glasses. I'm not sure how to draw disco glasses. Is it Alex or is it Gon? No, not Gon. Gon is the little orange dinosaur. There's a Velociraptor in Tekken 2. I mean, not Tekken 2 numerologically. Like, there is a Velociraptor in one of the Tekken games. I want to say his name is Alex, right? And then there's the kangaroo. There's Roger Jr., you know? We will have to settle for Surprise Roger Jr., which also looks pretty cool. No, I swear, Devin, I swear it's a Velociraptor. Okay, we're looking this up. We're taking a little pause from our T-Rex over here. Velociraptor Tekken. His name is Alex. Alright, guys. See? He needs to make a comeback. He needs to make a comeback, but he needs feathers this time. This is a playable Tekken character, and he is also not the stepfather to Roger Jr., who is, where is it? Here. Okay, we have Roger, and then we have his son, Roger Jr. There we go. Roger Jr. is the baby in the pouch here. So, in the story, Roger, this one, he abandons his family, including Roger Jr. and his wife. Now, when Roger returns to the family, he finds out that Alex has taken over, not as the stepfather, but as the father that stepped up. Alright? You guys with me so far on this? Now, Roger Jr. has recently been revealed to be in the newest Tekken 8. He has a sick new outfit, as does his mother. I'm pretty excited. But also, what if Alex makes a comeback? He has feathers. K.scream.wave. Ah! Yeah, Gon is Tekken 3 only. I don't think he's coming back, by the way. I don't think Gon is coming back because I hear that he's actually from a different IP altogether. Like, that was a cameo from another Capcom game, I want to say. I'm actually not 100% sure. But that tells me that he's probably not coming back. Harada, they said they can't bring back Gon because it's yeah, exactly. Exactly what Dianork just said. Red lipstick, I mean the blood of his enemies. I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. Let's bring out the red. There we go. The nice little lipstick. Because he does have lips. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright. I love that, man. The glasses are factual because of their well-documented poor movement-based eyesight. Yeah, if you guys watch Jurassic Park, you'll know that. You'll know that to be true. Roger Jr. beating the deadbeat dad. He looks like a guy wearing a velociraptor suit, but a very good one, right? Kind of like how people think sun bears are people in like outfits, are like humans in outfits. It's not true. We're just sun bears. If there's a velociraptor, is there also an acceleraptor? There just might be. Do male kangaroos have pouches? Now I have to go research. No, so that's the mom. So this is, it's funny, this is considered Roger Jr., but Roger Jr. is actually just the baby. Roger Jr. is actually just the baby in the pouch. So technically it's the mom fighting, but they're fighting under the name of Roger Jr. Why? Because of kangaroo misogyny. I love that storyline in Tekken. I love that phrase so much. He's from the manga. Alex is big. Yeah, exactly. Alex is basically the Piccolo of the series. He's from a manga? Also called Gon. Ah, I see. Gon can't come back. He used all of his nen. Ah, that too. That too. Some say he's still in that hospital bed waiting to be revived by Killua and his family. I went and looked it up too. Kangaskhan-esque loophole. Exactly, exactly. Because like male possums don't have pouches. Yeah, yeah, because I think, is that the case with all marsupials? It's usually the female that has the pouch. Boo! Boo! But yeah, spoiler alert, Roger Jr. is gonna be in Tekken 8. He has an outfit. Where's the outfit? No, we don't have a picture of the outfit. Well, he just got revealed, so maybe that's why. Number 4. Roger Jr. will return as a playable character in Tekken 8. Men want to give birth so bad. Jealous of the seahorses. It's true. But we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Alright, let's finish up the T-Rex. We'll start on some other dinosaurs as well. We gonna be alright. Alright, there's like a back leg here. We gonna be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gonna be alright. I keep making the claws too, like, skinny. The K-dot scream thing is like stuck in my head now. The ah! Alright, we got here a cute little T-Rex. Seahorse dad. Empreg mention is crazy. I should go and read more Jurassic Park. Have fun. Yeah. Have fun with it. Have fun. And like I said before, don't worry if you have to skip certain paragraphs. I've done that many a time. I've done that many, especially with Picture of Dorian Gray. Jesus Christ. There's like a whole chapter where I'm just like, oh my god, please, please. Stop talking about his hyperfixations. I want to get on with the plot. I think the tail actually needs to be a little thicker now that I... There we go, a little bit more meat on the tail. Okay, we have a paleo-accurate T-Rex now, right? And an Anomalocaris as well. And prig and inflation. This is a wild stream. No, I'm just talking about dinosaurs. Things always get a little wild when dinosaurs are involved. It looks like a bead on its side. It looks like a bead on its side. In a good way, I swear. No, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe more feathers? Should we put a little bit more feathers? There we go. How would the feathers... And you know what? Nah, it doesn't need any feathers on its arms. It doesn't need that. It just needs a little bit more, like, fluff. There we go. Look at this fluffy guy. Want you? We love canon fluffy dinos, right? Well, there's proof, even though there's no proof that T-Rex had feathers, we do know that Tyrannus had feathers. And there's a theory that perhaps baby Tyrannosaurus Rexes had feathers. Wait, did bowler hats have the little, like, you know, the little, like, white, like this? Where it's, like, dark, but there's, like, a little ribbon? There we go. What a dapper guy. Majestic. The most accurate drawing of a T-Rex today. Wow. I should become, like, a paleo artist or something. This is great. The butter on the Anomalocaris is killing me. And like the empty eyes where he's just kind of happy to be here. Should I add a little bit of... There we go. Now we know there's like at least a little bit of thought going on in that head. Now that I think about it, dinos without feathers is like chickens without feathers. Exactly. It's a featherless biped. It is man. It is a human. No thoughts, only butter. Can't we all just like be like that? Like no thoughts, just butter? Can't we all just be like Mr. Pancakes? Look at him. Butter on the mind. Butter dog, put the dog on the butter. Does the dino have a hat for a pending We Say So Development Corporation? I don't want to think about how old that reference it makes of me. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. Alright, let me delete some of the different little like mini sketches we have here. Cut. Galahuse! Hello! Hello, hello. Welcome, thank you for the raid! Welcome everyone, my name is Babinka Bear, your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer, and we're drawing dinosaurs, we're drawing T-Rex. Paleo accurate, by the way. We're trying to make him as paleo accurate as we can. That's why he's fluffy and has a bowler hat and glasses and lipstick. So, yes. How was your art session, Galahuse? Hello, hello. For any Babinkas that aren't already following Galahuse, be sure to check him out. We are both siblings. We are both rigging siblings under Big Ham. So be sure to check them out. Their art is adorable, by the way. Because didn't you draw your own model? I love it. Now, speaking of having lots of fluff, you know? But hello everyone, how you guys doing? If you guys have to raid and run, no worries at all. I know that streaming can take a lot out of people. So feel free if you need to, but also if you want to stay behind, we're currently drawing. We're done with the T-Rex, so that we also have a little Anomalocaris just off the noggin with like a little bit of butter on the face, you know? Don't we all wish we could have like butter on the mind? No thoughts, only butter. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're gonna start on another dinosaur shortly. But hello, let's go ahead and welcome everyone. So Galahuse Dragon Cat is back on the menu. Hello, Kuma himself. Welcome, welcome. Magic Guide, hello. Howdy Raiders, Plata64, hello. Artbarian, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the class, everybody. Dino looking like a 3rd grade teacher who actually is nice and helped you with maths. Aw, that's actually like my experience with my 3rd grade teacher too. Another child of the ham, exactly. Adorable stuff. Kuma himself, thank you for joining the class. Thank you, thank you. If you trace back far enough, we are all descended from a fluffy dinosaur thing. It's true. I believe it. I believe it. But yeah, I adore the Anomalocaris on top too. Looks over at my Anomalocaris wooden figure on my shelf. Yeah, it looks just like this, right? I drew it from memory, so results may vary. But can you imagine a Mollicaris with some butter on the mind? Is my main question here, you know? Alright, let's make sure that they both have their own layers. Cut. I should have done cut and paste. Paste. Alright, we got a T-Rex here. We'll put Ano. We'll just put Ano. Let's take away the references for Tyrannosaurus. Let's do Spinosaurus next, shall we? We'll take these out. Alright, this is our next dinosaur that we're going to be drawing. For those that haven't seen my process so far, I basically just trace around the skeleton. So it starts out a little shrink wrapped, and then we use other recreations to add a little bit of fat and flesh. And then add some other little touches to, you know, make it nice and jaunty, a little nice and whimsical, as the kids say. Also, stream was good. I finally won my war against Spectrum after 2 weeks, and I can stream again. Let's freaking go! I'm glad to hear it. Mine has tzatziki, but I'm pretty sure there was Cambrian butter. I'm sure too. I'm pretty sure. Like, I know that butter is traditionally made with, like, you know, dairy, and you might need mammalians for that, and mammalians weren't, you know, they weren't at the scene just yet. But there's also almond butter, you know? there's also all other I'm sure other things in the Cambrian era were capable of making some kind of butter. Uh-huh. And tzatziki. Mm-hmm. I'm super hungry though, so I'm gonna get some dinner. Get yourself some dinner, Galahus, and thanks again for the raid. We could have breathed the same nitrogen that was a part of our inhaled by a dino, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's true. Cause yeah, we're breathing rare air, as they say. Looks cool. Thank you. Can I reuse the bot viewersaurus joke? You totally can. Wait, what bot viewersaurus joke? Hit trading card game, fat and flesh. Mm-hmm. Plata64, thanks for joining the class. All nitrogen atoms are recycled. Protaxite butter, delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right, let's do this. Let's trace around. Let's trace around. Chiaroscuro. Also, cool name, and thank you for joining the class. Glad to have you here. All right, let's do a little bit of tracing. And I am admitting that this is basically tracing, you know, but we're gonna add a little bit more of our artistic flair to it. All right, so we have a crocodilian-like snout, even though I don't think they're related to crocodiles. You got the Sukians for that instead, but a lot of creatures that are like, I guess the term is not ichthyosaur, piscivore. Piscivore are creatures that eat fish, that eat mainly fish, and that live in the water. They usually have like long and narrow snouts with like conical pointed teeth. So that's why you kind of see alligators and crocodiles usually have those kinds of snouts. And you're kind of also seeing that here with Spinosaurus. It has some little projections too. And of course it has this sail. I think you could get some sort of margarine if butter ingredients aren't a thing yet. I'm pretty sure, actually, that's a good question. What is margarine actually made out of? Thank you. Yeah. A piss cake for what are you talking about? Americinium diamericium trioxide butter. Did I hear that? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm talking about, I don't know what margarine is made of. What are we talking about? What do you mean? Okay, we have a sail here. Trying to, oh, is it because I said piscivore? Piscivore means that you eat fish. Like this is like, you know, the constellation Pisces. This is fish. And this is eater. So you mainly eat fish. It's like omnivore, right? It's like omnivore, carnivore, herbivore, right? Piscivore means you eat fish. I swear, I'm not talking about a weird, like, pea thing. I swear. I think margarine is frothy oil fat with salt and acid. Oh! There's salt from the ocean. Surely animals have fat by this point, right? Because it's wild talking about like prehistoric creatures because there's so many things that you just assume like, oh, that's a thing that evolved already, right? Like grass. But little do we know that grass didn't come into the scene until the dinosaurs were already, you know, out and about. I don't know anything about constellations. That's for nerds. I surely don't know anything about the zodiac signs whatsoever, especially not Scorpio. Alright, we have the body. And then we have some... I can't quite tell which one is the front arm. I want to say it's this one. I think this is the front arm. And like I said, we are starting by like... We are starting with a little bit of shrink wrapping, and then we'll add some fat to it. I think this is the back leg. Alright. Okay, so we have our trace. Let's take away the skeleton. Oh my god, he's so skinny. Poor guy. Oh no, he's like a little sea serpent. We need to add some fat. Okay, let's add some fat to it. And Preg Inflation Piston, we're truly a crazy stream. No, you guys are talking about naughty things. This isn't class appropriate. We gotta keep it class appropriate. We are in a classroom, by the way. Me when I eat people with water signs in their big three. Oh no. This is gonna be a very fire-heavy astrological year. Pisces, you may take a seat. Oh man. Well, I am a fire sign, that's the thing. Also, hello! We have another raid. Don't worry, I am gonna catch up on chat. But Owen, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. I know you were playing one of the airplane games. Ace Combat, right? You had the little doggy. I stopped by for a little bit to lurk. How was it? How you guys doing? Hello everyone, my name's Babinka Bear. I'm your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer, and we're drawing dinosaurs. We're drawing them very shrink wrapped first, and then we're gonna add some fat on them. We already drew a little T-Rex. See if we can show, there we go. Our paleo accurate T-Rex. But how you guys doing? How was Ace Combat 7? Let me know, let me know. And then let me catch up on chat, and then I'll welcome everyone that came in right now. But yeah, chiaroscuro, I am a fire sign, I'm a Sagittarius. Though, my rising is Gemini. So, sometimes I do identify more with the Gemini stuff. But at my core, I am in fact a Sagittarius. Don't look at what shirt I'm wearing, that's cheating! Dinosaurs came before grass, that's crazy. Yeah, isn't that weird to think about that? Grass wasn't like on the earth. Like grass and flowers. Flowering plants were not a thing until the dinosaurs were already like on the scene. You know? I believe they came about either during the Jurassic or the Cretaceous, but it wasn't until then that they like popped off. Looks like a wiener dog with a sailfish tail without the fat. How adorable! We're gonna add fat. We're definitely gonna add fat to it. They all need fat, these poor guys. Take out the T-Rex. There we go. Yeah, we need to add some fat, otherwise he just looks like a sea serpent, right? Just a little guy. Get the dinosaur some food now! Spirinifish. Let's see. Oh, spare a fish, exactly. We need to spare a fish. We literally listen to Meet the Grahams. Anything goes at this point. Real Kayla Gayla, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sparkly Race Cat Raid. Doing good, need a snack, gonna be lurking. No worries at all. Yeah, if you guys need to do some post-stream care, feel free if you need to raid and run. No worries at all. We're just gonna be drawing some dinos. Isn't it the year of the fire horse? Is it? I'm also year of the horse, so maybe this is gonna be a good year for me. Thick Rex. A gentleman. Back when dinosaur was just fish. Yeah, actually, thinking about it, a lot of Well, there was a point where all of our ancestors, right, were just fish. We're just creatures in the ocean until they came on out. You being an educator makes a lot of sense with the Sag Sun Gemini rising. Ooh, you think so? I'm always curious about that kind of stuff. The Spino kind of looks like those leopard geckos with the fat tail. I adore those ones. I adore those lizards. There was a point where I was like, I would like to have a little... It was when I had like worse arachnophobia. Now I don't really have that much arachnophobia anymore. But there was a point where I was like, I feel like I should have a lizard to eat the spiders, right? But for one, I've gotten over my... for the most part, like I've gotten over my arachnophobia, but also like... I could barely take care of a plant. I don't know how I would be able to take care of a lizard, you know? The cats are different. The cats that are on my desk right now, sitting on top of the birthday pizza. It's not my birthday, it is one of the Binkup's birthdays though. They're different because they kind of take care of themselves in many ways. We just gotta give them some kibble and they're good. Right? People complaining about the carbon dioxide in the air, yet the best and most lively and healthy periods was the most carbon with dinos. That and like the Carboniferous, right? Where we had the gigantic bugs. You got the what is it? Those like mega dragonflies with like the 6-foot wingspan. The centipedes that could like, you know, crawl all over a car. That was the soup time. The soup time. Those are sister signs and they're very focused on learning and curiosity. Ah, that does make a lot of sense. Oh yeah, because they're on opposite ends of the zodiac, right? Sagittarius and Gemini. It's almost like complementary colors where like they're on opposite ends of the color wheel, so they complement one another. Fear. You could get snatched right up by bugs. Exactly. The tables have turned. How the turntables. Okay, so from this recreation, there's actually not too much fat on the head itself, but there is a little bit on the neck. So like from here, there's a little bit more fat. But like the snout actually does stay this like shrink wrapped. But we can also add a little layer of skin here. I kind of like the dot eyes. I think that's very adorable. Because it's kind of... Have you guys actually ever seen the skull of a crocodile? It actually looks very much like a crocodile. Like without... Like... I know that sounds kind of dumb, but like... If you actually look at the skull of a crocodile, you don't need to use your imagination too much with like adding fat or anything like that. The skull just looks like a crocodile, you know? Zako, hello. Yes, we are drawing dinosaurs right now. We're making dino nuggies. So we do have some fat on the neck. The neck is also pretty long, and a lot of marine creatures do, not all, but many do take advantage of having a long neck in order to snatch up like schools of fish, right? Dino nuggies, we need some. You know there's vegan dino nuggies? They're called dino buddies, and I think that's adorable. Alright, so once we get to like where the arms start, we do need to start adding a little bit more fat. Look at that. There is a little bit more fat. And actually, look, you do see a little bit of the outline of like where the fat begins, you know, where the extra fat starts. So we can actually keep this line here, but we do need to add a little bit more. A little bit more in the way of like just body, right? So we can keep parts of that line. It still looks a little too skinny though. So let's see if we can fix that. I do like the big beefy tail. I think that's very neat. Yeah, it really does remind me of like those big old like leopard geckos with the fat tails. It's adorable. We have another ad break already? Man, that was fast. Time flies. Scoop up schools of fish. I hope it's not 100 gar. Some dino-shaped knot meat. That's why crocodile meat is so gamey? Ah, okay, okay. We do have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna put you guys in recess for a bit. Play nice. We do have some basketball over here. Play nice. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Alright? I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're back. We're back. See, I knew I forgot something. I promised the Beeplebees in the Discord that I would give you guys some enrichment to prevent you guys from getting too violent and antsy and all that stuff. So I did get some enrichment for you guys. I was able to freeze a car. You guys gotta lick through the car, and you'll get your treat. You'll get yourself a little Lightning McQueen. That is why Lightning McQueen is frozen. I was like thinking like, oh, should I have like just like a generic car? And I was like, no, wait, we should get the guy that won the Piston Cup. Can we get a lick gift? That would actually be really cute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we already have a I have an idea of something to upload. I just need to upload it, but if you guys actually look at the transition, look at the transition from when we go to class. Look, you see the, like, you know, the Beeplebees, like, eating stuff? I actually, George, the one who made that, George Chungus, the guy that you guys should check out, because he's a really cool animator, dude, that I commissioned to make that GIF. He did give me individual GIFs. I could make that into an emote. I'm afraid he will lick us back. Just Lightning McQueen. Does Lightning McQueen even have a tongue, I wonder? Is that, you know, because then we get into like the anatomy of the cars from Cars, and it gets a little scary once you get to that point, right? All right, let's return to adding a little bit of fat on this guy. There we go. If I'm looking at the reference, it does look like the top also has like a little bit more, you know, connecting flesh before it gets into the sail. And then another thing that makes him look so lanky is the limbs. We need to add some fat on the limbs too. He tried to get the tar off the cheek, remember? Oh yeah, he does. He sticks his tongue out and he does! I'm such a fake fan. How could I forget that when he's doing like the picture, right? You didn't just choose any car, you chose the hottest car. Dude, I'm hoping my like brother never sees this this VOD. Cause my little brother, like his hyperfixation when he was a kid was the Cars movie. Like if I had a nickel for every time, oh my god, look how chunky the limbs are. Oh, they're kind of like crocodile limbs. Look at that. And the hands are like very shovel shaped, which is good for like digging, stuff like that. So yeah, let's put a little bit more meat on those bones. But yeah, my little brother loves Cars. Like the Cars movie. I remember, I think I told this story before, but I remember this one time when I was, during my younger days where I could hold a drink. Okay, from this story, you're gonna know that I actually could never hold my drink. But back in like my 20s, I remember I was with a group of friends watching Moana for the first time. And we had drank a little bit beforehand. Not like a rager, not like shots or anything, but you know how some movie theaters have like a bar outside? I'm pretty sure, I forgot if we drank at the bar or if we like just pre-gamed a little bit beforehand. But I remember I was a little bit inebriated. So all of us like went to go watch Moana, and then the previews start playing, right? Like the previews before the movie starts. And then one of the first previews we saw was the one for Cars 3, which is the one that, like, if you've never seen the trailer, it opens with like I believe Lightning McQueen just like racing around, but then there's a crash. Like there's straight up like a crash, and then it like cuts to black, and that's like the trailer for Cars 3. And I just remember like being drunk, and mind you, once again, this is Moana, so like even though all of us are like in our 20s, there's also children in the audience. And I remember like when I first saw the trailer, I just blurted out like, "Holy fuck!" And they all gave me that look of just like, shut up. like they were laughing at me too, but they were like, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Because it's such a wild thing. Like, it's Cars, you know, it's Lightning McQueen. Like, why would you open up the trailer with like this, like, you know, as if the main character freaking died, you know? Those poor kids. Moana was good though. Make way, make way. All I can think of is Gargura being, wait, what? For Lightning McQueen. Oh yeah. He won the Piston Cup. And nicknames such as Stinky. He was in Kingdom Hearts. Pre-gaming Moana is crazy work. Hey man. The 2010s were a wild time. I'll tell you that much. That's the one where he dies, right? I never actually saw the movie. Does he actually die in that? Like, what happens? Like, that feels a little too dark for like a kid's movie, right? Cars 3 trailer shows that Lightning McQueen is sparkly clean, implying that he's completely washed. Last movie I went to, me and my friends pre-gamed a bunch and watched was Zootopia 2. How was that? I do remember Zootopia 1, but I don't think I ever watched the second one. I am Moana of Moana, and you'll return the heart of Moana to the island of Moana. Alright, I know this is gonna be quite the change from what we're listening to, but you guys want to listen to the Moana soundtrack? We gotta start with the classic. Or do we start with this one? Here. Hell yeah. There we go. We'll put the music up a little bit. I never watched Moana 2, by the way. Is it any good? Make way, Moana, it's time you knew. The village of Motunui is all you need. It's all we need. What can I say except you're welcome? Didn't know there was a 2. There is a 2. I heard that it, you know, it's not as popular as the first one. Of course we want to listen to the Moana soundtrack. 2 wasn't nearly as good. That's what I heard. Did it just not have like the same soul? Did it not have like the Lin-Manuel Miranda of it all? There you are. This is my favorite part. Ready? Consider the coconut the what? I have a friend. He was actually part of the same group that I went like and pre-gamed with before Moana. But like I have a friend that like every time we sang that song in the car, he always like was way too aggressive when he said the what? It's like, consider the coconut the what? 2 was a show that was accent turned into a movie. Oh, really? I never knew that. I heard the demo versions where Lin-Manuel Miranda is the one singing. Yeah, that one's kind of funny to listen to. Cause like, okay, he's really good at what he does, right? Like he's really good at like composing his songs, but there's definitely like, you know, better singers that can hit the notes out there, you know? Cause like I'm so used to listening to Hamilton with like Lin-Manuel Miranda, right? But then apparently if you like go to any other like Hamilton showing and you see like any other guy play Hamilton, it's just like, oh, this guy's like so much better. It had no soul. Oh man, I don't know if they're in YouTube or Spotify. The what? Your friend gave it the Dan Avidan treatment. Well, consider the coconut. The what? Lin-Manuel Miranda can't say you can say it. Okay, I didn't want to say it, but like, the thing is, I shouldn't be talking, right? It's not like I have vocal training or anything, but like, it's just funny. It's just like funny that like he's like so synonymous with Hamilton, and yet like, if you listen to any other person play Hamilton, it's just kind of better. There you are. At least that's what I've been told, because I have only seen like the version where it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, you know? Ate, I'm so glad you got that. I'm not gonna throw my shot. That's the worst part. He has the training and sings worse than most people. Ah, oh, you guys are killing me here. Like, I cannot picture him as anyone other than his character in House Empty. Wait, who did he play in House? I know that he was in The Sopranos. Have you guys ever seen Lin-Manuel Miranda in The Sopranos? Where he's just like I think Tony Soprano's just asking him like, hey, have you seen this guy over here? And he's just like playing a janitor. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, dang, banger, convincing. Send it. Or was that House MD? Because he's just like, he was just really convincing. It's like, as a janitor, where he's just like, I don't know. It calls me. No one knows how far it goes. Well, we'll make the tail a little. There we go. He's still a little too skinny for my taste, but he looks a little bit more well-fed now. Just a little bit. Telling how far well. Karaoke stream to prove bears can sing better than twigs. Oh, that's too controversial. That's too controversial. I do want to do a karaoke stream, but I would need the apartment to myself, essentially. He's the lyrics and sheet music guy, not the execution guy. That's the thing. I thought he was fine, and it's not until you hear anyone else. It's not until you hear like anyone else that's like, oh, okay, I see. Was he the rapper from House? Was he? He was in the 6th season when House gets institutionalized? The cellmate? Does he play like the same role as Michael Jackson does when Homer gets institutionalized in The Simpsons? Like Michael Jackson plays a patient that thinks he's Michael Jackson. Is it like that? Institutionalized is still used. It sounds like a bad word now. I guess I'm not sure. Like, I guess, do people instead say like you like they went to like a mental hospital or like a psychiatric ward, right? Because I guess people don't even say mental hospital anymore. They say like a psych ward, right? Is that even kosher? I'm actually not entirely sure. Leaving Beans out of karaoke as if he's not sitting directly next to you sometimes. He's literally right next to me right now. He can listen to the karaoke. He can listen to the karaoke. I just get shy. I just get shy. Alright, let's work on this sail, shall we? We need some lines. But also a part of me is like not sure how we have new neighbors too. I don't know how they would react to the karaoke, but then again, sometimes they're a little loud, the neighbors. Not with singing, but with like music. They play music and we like, it kind of shakes our walls. But then a part of me is like, what if every time I stream, they're hearing everything I say? Ew, my. Da pena, pena. Oh, 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 oh. Away, away. Away, away. He was House's cellmate who liked to rap. Ah, well that does fit Lin-Manuel Miranda pretty well. Hi Beans. I don't remember what his condition was in house. He looked like he had bad ADHD, but I don't remember more. Ah, that streamer over there talking ish about us. They reply in chat. They're just like, yes, we can hear you. The what? Inflation, Mpreg, piss war. How embarrassing. Can you imagine? It's like, if it ever comes to the point where like they're playing music too loud and like me and Beans have to go over there and be like, oh, you guys are a little too loud. Is it okay if you like lower the music a little bit? And they just bring up every single thing I've ever said in stream. It's like, yeah, we're too loud. What about the time that you started talking about like, that your chat, you're interacting with your chat, you're talking about all these kinks? That's not school appropriate, I'll have you know. They just clippy. Oh my gosh. The ultimate embarrassment. I would just have to disintegrate. I would just like not even move out. I would just have to disappear, you know? I wouldn't be able to bear something like that. I just wouldn't. Like, get your bear license revoked? Oh no. I need that license. If I don't have that license, I would just be like a person. We can't have that. Let's see. Okay, so all that we need to really add. Oh, you know what? Add more tail. There we go. Fatter tail. But we'll leave the line here. Because look, you can also see kind of like the lines here as well. Like here and here. So I think this is like kind of like the extra fat around the tail. But you still see kind of like the outline of the muscle. There you go. Nice and fat. Make a compilation every time you mention Italia or the Nasuverse. Whoa, IRL streamer be upon ye. No. I don't want to do a face reveal. I don't want to. Caps locked, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome to the class. We're drawing some dinosaurs. Though, if we want, do we want to add some extra things to this Spinosaurus? We added like a hat. We added a hat and feathers and stuff to the Tyrannosaurus. What are some other quote-unquote paleo-accurate feathers? Okay, we can add feathers to this to the sea creature. Well, I guess trying to think of like there are creatures that have like no penguins. Penguins have feathers and they swim, right? I was gonna say like oh seals they have fur, because like whales don't have fur but they still have like what is actually the hair that is on whales, because they are mammals. But the main thing that you associate with them being mammalian is the fact that they have blubber, they give live birth, they, I think, secrete milk for their young. But like, what is actually the hair on them? Is it not just like the baleen? No, the baleen is, no! The baleen's like whiskers, right? Can they have one really muscular arm like Trogdor? They can. Yeah, we can do that. The only thing is I'm not really good at like human anatomy, so we're just gonna have to like just add a lot of like muscle to, oh, you know what if we do this? How about we do this? What can I say except you're welcome? Is it the mouth bristles? Yeah, the baleen is the mouth bristles, but like what is that like equivalent to, if it has an equivalent in like other animals? Because like I've heard people say that the baleen is kind of like whiskers, but it grows from the roof of their mouth, right? Wait, you know what? Why don't we do this? Okay, you know what? I need like a reference. I need a reference for like a muscular arm. Ha ha ha. What can I say? You're welcome. Muscular arm. Who sings better, Lin-Manuel Miranda or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? I think The Rock's pretty decent. Okay, when it comes to his acting, I just don't like the fact that he plays himself every single time, you know? That's why I think people appreciate Bautista more, like Dave Bautista, and even John Cena more, because they're able to play roles that are outside of, like, I guess their, the expectation, you know? Because, like, yeah, John Cena also, like, usually plays, like, heroic characters, but then didn't he play, oh my god, what's that one DC character, with the mask? Because I heard that one was really good. I heard his, like, portrayal in that is good. And then Dave Bautista's just really good at, like, I don't know, he just has, like, a lot of range. Peacemaker, yeah. Peacemaker. I heard he was really good as Peacemaker. Okay, I need a muscular arm. Ah, this is always the wrong arm. Okay, there. I found it. There we go. We got a super muscular arm. Super muscular Spinosaurus for reasons. There we go. Muscular. John Cena and Dave Bautista are able to play losers, which makes them so much better. It's funny, I was just talking about this with Beans earlier too, of like, I like actors who are able to like have a little bit of fun with themselves, like make fun of themselves a little bit more. Because like when you compare it to actors like, is it like Vin Diesel has a clause in his contract that he can never lose a fight? But then in one of the Fast and the Furious movies, I think The Rock also has that clause, so when they fought, like, it was just a draw, because neither of them, like, are allowed to lose a fight, essentially. And it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, it's like the actors that kind of take themselves, like, too seriously. But then, I remember what were we watching? Atlanta. We were watching Atlanta, and Alexander Skarsgård was in that one. I know him from True Blood, where he played this, like, you know, sex idol, like, vampire dude, like, super menacing Nordic freaking guy. But in every other role I've seen him in, he's like totally okay with playing like a silly guy. Like he was in was it Zoolander as one of the like male models. I was like, let's get orange chocolate milkshakes. And then like in Atlanta, he plays himself. He plays like Alexander Skarsgård, but he like is okay with playing like himself being humiliated or like tricked. And like, I don't know, you gotta hand it to like actors that can do that, you know, that they can like poke fun at themselves instead of being like, no, I have to be the winner in everything all the time. I need to be like the best. Because, oh my gosh, like there was one time where Beans and I were watching, we were at a hotel for a trip and we were looking between two different movies. One of them was, actually, let me ask. Okay, so I just asked Beans. We were channel surfing, and on one channel was Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage, and then on another channel was like Triple X with Vin Diesel. And the vibe between the two movies was like so different because like there was like a little bit of whimsy and fun in Gone in 60 Seconds, especially with like how Nick Cage portrays his character. And then you cut to like Triple X with Vin Diesel. And like he's taking himself way too seriously. Like there was a scene where I think he's like chilling in the middle of like a neighborhood and I forget which country. But like he's already figured out that like, oh, all of his enemies have already surrounded him in this little barrio in the middle of like another country. And he like is playing it cool and he's like, come on guys, like I know that you guys have me surrounded. And it's like it's kind of cringy with how seriously he like takes himself if that makes sense. Whereas like we flipped over to like Gone in 60 Seconds and Nick Cage is just like, you know, it's the scene where he's like amping himself up before like I forgot if it was like a heist or something like that, but there was just so much more charm to it. And it's not even just because it's Nick Cage, but it's just like it's just like I said, like this idea of not taking yourself so seriously. And yes, Nick Cage, I need to watch more movies with him just because like he just seems to like pour himself into his role, right? I like the Community episode where it's like, is Nick Cage like a good actor or not? Like, and it's just like the biggest mystery. Because there are movies where he's like an amazing actor, right? Vin Diesel and The Rock. Those two are the biggest offenders. Yeah. He's just constantly looking for dog water the entire time. Yeah, Tom Hardy in the Venom movies where like he could just play like, you know, the super sexy hunk. Right? But instead he's like, no, I want to play the part like I just threw up all over the and like I think he does, like in the movies he does like throw up all over himself. I want to look like I'm dying. I want to look like I'm freaking dying all the time. Yeah, like constantly looking like dog water. Okay, what else are we adding to this Spinosaurus? Because I think after this, we're probably going to call it. I am getting kind of tired and I do have to go to the office tomorrow. So I gotta prep my stuff. We can add some designs. You are... Oh, there's like dots on it. Okay, I see. I don't know why I kind of want to add like a scarf. Because what if he's cold? Did you just say he was playing Venom and not being the super sexy hunk? He was, but it's like he was able to look like... Well, kind of like what Orlando said, like dog water the entire time. Like he played it so well. But you know what I mean? Like it's a... How do I say it? It's like he did look super sexy hunk, but he also looked like he was dying constantly. Side me. Waves falling and rising. HTTQW5, hello. We're almost finishing up with our Spinosaurus. He's all bundled up, ready for the winter. He's all bundled up, he's all muscly. We have ourselves a Spinosaurus here. He doesn't have a superhero glow up. Every single scene past the opening, he's just constantly rolling in poop from a butt. And yet he pulls it off. I think that's what's so impressive about it. That's what's so impressive is like, he's not trying overly hard to look like a sexy hunk. Like, he just pulls it off well, but he does look like crap. You know, like, he's like sweating, he has like bags under his eyes. He looks like he's just like finished like a bender. Like, he's coming off some kind of like drug-induced bender, right? Okay, let's see what we got. Let's bring the Anomalocaris right here. There we go. Cool! We got our collection of critters from today. I think they look pretty cute, don't you? Let me save this. Let me hide the screen. Let's save this. Oh, look at that was the reference I was using for the muscles. And Folk has informed me on my Discord that there is a new Dankmas. We have a new Dankmas video. I'm kind of ready to mosh to it, but first let me save what we made today. We're probably going to call it soon, so I'm going to stop raids as well. I should probably do that right now, actually. Stop raids. Okay, it's taken a while for me to save this. I was going to ask if we can mosh to Ode to Crayola. Oh! How long? So, the Dankmas one is only 2 minutes, so let's do that as well. We'll do both. Okay, for some reason it's not... letting me save this. Give me a second. A brand new island everywhere we go. Away, away. Keep our island in our mind. It's time to know the way. Away, away. Every star. A never-ending chain. Dude, this moment when you first watch Moana is like so magical. I remember like feeling the connection to the ancestors, you know? Even though I'm like Southeast Asian and not Pacific Islander, but it's like one of those movies where it's like you feel... It's like the same thing when you watch like Black Panther. Even though it's not like your culture that's relevant to you, it's like, oh, you feel it. You feel the vibes, you know? The ancestral vibes. I was digging it a lot. Alright, cool. I saved my progress. Pretty sure that was just you being buzzed from the pre-gaming. No, it was more than that. It was more than that. That era too, the like 2010s, like late 2010s for me was a very like feeling the energy of the ancestors kind of time for me. You know how everyone is in their like China era or whatever the heck the meme is? I forgot to talk about that too. I'm getting into Chinese fiction. I got really into like inner palace stories because of Apothecary Diaries, and like another series like went kind of viral on Twitter called How Dare You. I didn't think that it would happen, Matthew, but yes, I'm like in a very... You guys caught me in a very Chinese time in my life. No, I'm just getting into like inner palace genre. You know, the Hongdo? Are we? Yeah, you're catching me in a very in a fire horse period of my life. It's true. It's true. I started watching a drama called How Dare You, just because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, it's kind of like isekai, but like inner palace shenanigans. It's interesting. I like it. I'm digging it. To be fair, inner palace drama is so juicy. It is! Like, I can't believe I didn't know about this until Apothecary Diaries, and now I'm kind of hooked. Now I'm like looking for more. I need my fix, you know? Anyway, let's mosh. I'm white. I'm not allowed to be in tune with my ancestors. There's ancestors. Okay, I won't get too into it, but it's like, what about the ancestors from your... You know what I mean. you know what I mean. Korean, Japanese, and Chinese fiction have many different genres. Does Filipino media got something special? I'm not sure. I did want to get into this one Filipino teleserie that was all about pre-colonial times, but the only place that had English subtitles was like, it was a weird platform because they had ads, but like the more you watch, the longer the ads would get. And it got to a point where like the ads were like 30 minutes long and I was like, this isn't worth it anymore. I don't want to watch this. Stolen content, no. But alright guys, let's mosh. Let's mosh. So if you guys have never... We've had a couple of new students in here. We do have an end of stream tradition where we mosh together. I'm gonna play some music on here. Once you hear the music, go ahead and spam your favorite emotes. And I'm gonna make your little stream avatars down there fight each other. There's no correlation between how many emotes you spam and who wins the mosh pit. It's RNG. And it's not rigged. So once you hear the music, get to moshing. Hope you guys are ready for some dank, miss. Starved for attention. Oh my gosh. Medium brown. Oh god, it's happening again. I remember this episode so well. I've killed her. It's all happening again. Who needs the quickie mart? Let's throw a bricky mart. HGTQW5. Core. HGTQW5, you won the first round. But guess what? Round 2 Fight. Corn. Corn. Oh my god. Corn. Delicious corn. To 3. It's all happening again. Medium brown. Medium brown. That was amazing. That was amazing. What's the other one? Ode to Crayola? Let's do it. I've never heard this song. Lemon Demon? I've heard of Lemon Demon. Is this the one? Let's do it. With only 3 minutes. Devin, you won the mosh pit. Let's go. You won round 2, and guess what? We got 3 minutes. We have enough room for more moshes. Get to moshin'. I've never watched Simpsons that made negative sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It's The Simpsons. It's a good time. It's a happy time. Wait, is it supposed to have lyrics? I'm not hearing any lyrics unless it's... Is this the instrumental? I just think they're neat. Oh, there's the lyrics. Razmataz. Just in time to see the moshing ending. Exactly, Sotenbori. Glad to have you here. Nice, Hanel survived the mosh pit. Nice, nice. But can you win a round 4? Round 4. Fight. It's always well to remember everything Neil Cicerega has done. I'm only vaguely familiar with some of the... I am like familiar with his name, but I'm only vaguely familiar with his music. Because I've heard of Lemon Demon, but not that much else. Is this the same Lemon Demon that's in that one, like, DDR-like game? He's done so much. I feel like I missed the boat on him because it feels like a very like Gen Z millennial, like you grew up like hearing his music type of thing. Made the Flash with the Japanese poker rap? Oh man. Did he also do Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny? Is that him? Is a certified 2007 moment. Oh dang. You need to listen to Neil Cicerega mouth sounds? That was also him? Okay, so I have listened to some of the stuff he's made. I have listened to some of his stuff then. Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. He did Harry Potter Puppet Pals? Oh my gosh. Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Okay, I think this is the last round. Oh no, we don't have enough time. We don't have enough time for the last round. Same winner twice, rigged? Hanel won again, rigged? No, let Hanel have the win. Rigged! Hanel! No, oh, I love this song, but we gotta end. We gotta end. I'm tired. We did so much today. We drew 2 whole dinosaurs and a tasty shrimp with butter. Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Alright, we're gonna raid into a fellow bear. His name is Mega Bronson. He recently got affiliate. He's playing Overwatch right now. So if you guys like Overwatch, and you guys like bears, especially bears that happen to look like me because I totally drew his model as well, then you'll probably like him. Alright, yeah, bears raiding bears. So here's the raid message. If you're subscribed, here's the raid message if you're not subscribed. There you go, right? Overwatch 1 or 2? Yes! Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid. I'll see you guys again on Thursday, where we're gonna be playing some graffiti games. We're gonna commit some crimes, mayhaps. But I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. What is this? I fear this bus may not be compliant. Maybe. It's fine. It was nice to chill. I'm glad. Alright, I'll see you guys later, and we raid. Bye-bye.